What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to another episode of Spin Tires. Now, we're going to be taking a look at a mod this time that's just, ridiculous. It's got, let's see, it's a, in total, 12-wheel drive, just massive monster truck thing that, can actually be used for some functional stuff. Like, it can actually haul things. It can actually make deliveries. It's not just one of those mods that's not, that doesn't really do anything. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we're going to get a load of lumber, and we're going to see if it can make it to the objective. Now, it could end up being just way too heavy to get up the hill, or it could be, I don't know, or it could be able to get up. I have no idea. I haven't really used this thing at all. I've driven it around a little bit in kind of like the garage area, but that's about it, really, as far as drive time and experience with this thing goes. And actually, you know what we need to do first? We need to get fuel, because I guarantee you that this thing is going to need a ton of fuel. Well, it's going to use a ton of fuel, so we're going to need to fill up before we head anywhere. Thing is, also, the turning circle is so large that, I mean, you have like basically zero options on, like, the turns you can make. You have to, like, make, like, a 17-point turn before you can get anywhere, really. I'm gonna have to move this thing before we can bring that truck over here to fuel up, but it's weird how they all start with the parking brake on now. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I mean, it used to be you could just get in and drive. Now you have to, like, I mean, you have to get in and take the parking brake off. It's not, you know, this big to do. It's not this big difference. I just kind of preferred it the other way, but let's see if we can get this thing turned far enough. It also damages really, really easily, which is kind of weird considering what it is. There we go. We can get it backed up with, okay, come on. Okay, good. We're clear. I was afraid we weren't going to clear that light pole. I was afraid it was, like, right behind us, but either way, we're good to go. Sort of. Wow, high gear doesn't really make that much of a difference, does it? Not in this, it doesn't seem to. At least with a load of lumber, it's, like, ridiculously slow. I mean, I guess what do you expect? But at the same time, you do kind of expect a little bit more out of it, since it's, you know, this massive 12-wheel drive freaking monster hauler. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, we almost flipped it. Maybe I should have tested it out without a load of lumber first, but nah. Nah, who cares about testing it in stages, right? I don't think we'll be able to fit across this bridge, but we actually only just fit. Come on. Oh god, that is ridiculous. It's making the bridge sag like crazy, too. We actually needed to go that way. But you know what? That way is actually really, really tricky, and I feel like it'd be terrible for this truck, so we're not going to go that way. We're going to actually loop around and see if we can get even close to the objective. If we even get up, like, that first hill, I'll consider that a success for this thing, because normally something this size would not get that far. I mean, you guys know, you've seen that area, you know what it's like. It's ridiculous. And actually, if this is your first Spin Tires video by any chance, what I'm talking about is basically a ridiculously steep hill that that many trucks have an extremely hard time actually climbing. So, and again, if it is your first Spin Tires video, you'll see what I'm talking about later on. It's nice that it has so much suspension travel, though, because it can easily deal with all these small bumps in the road. Should we try that? I'm thinking about it, honestly, I'm thinking about it. It's kind of like away from the objective, though. Tell you what, we'll try that later, or if we can make it up to the top to actually drop off this lumber, we'll try that other route. No, 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 what? What? Okay, jeez. That's actually really surprising. Just simply due to the fact that I've gone through there with a ton of trucks before, and many of them including trucks that had, you know, that actually had stuff on the back, and I've never flipped in there. I was not expecting that. Tell you what, we will load it up with lumber again, and we'll head back, but let's try and get up the main hill right here. Now, you may be seeing some random logs just kind of sitting in the middle of nowhere, and there's a reason for that. I tried getting up here before, previously, and it didn't make it, and I flipped. So, hopefully this time we won't do that. Yes, come on! Oh, that tree limb is getting in our way. It's causing us all sorts of issues. It's actually pushing us over to the side, which is not what we want. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, no. No, 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 no. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and use that winch trick. It's working. A little bit. Well, no, not quite. We have to go there this time with the front. Come on! That's not quite working either. Not a lot of things seem to be working with this truck. I think it might be, I don't know, I think the truck might be just a little bit too big. Just for the fact of what it is, you know? I feel like sometimes it gets to the point where, you know, if you've got a truck that's this big, it needs to be able to demolish trees, like just outright, just drive straight through things. Otherwise, it's going to be way too big to actually fit around these corners practically. Because, see, this thing's turning circle is more than, I was about to say a moon, but it's more than that. It's pretty bad. And when you eventually make it, I mean, the thing is that you have to think about, it takes longer for this thing to go around a corner than an 8x8 with a long log trailer. So think about that for a minute. The fact that you have to take those two, the fact that you have to take into account an 8x8 with a trailer, with the longest trailer in the game, takes less time. Are you serious? It won't fit? Oh my god, I did not think of that. Well, we're gonna have to rescue back to the garage then, because it will not fit. It absolutely will not fit. So, you know what? We're actually gonna just go ahead and kind of explore around a little bit with this truck, because as I've been finding out, it's not the best for any kind of objective-based gameplay. But then again, when you think about it, it wasn't really built for objective-based gameplay in the first place. It's a 12-wheel drive, you know, ridiculous machine that was more meant for just messing around. So, if we could manage to get unstuck, that'd be great. You know what? I have a better way of getting unstuck. It's called rescuing to the garage. I don't think I've ever rescued to the garage this much in one episode, but you kind of have to with a vehicle like this. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get up that hill without any lumber on the back at all. The truck will be a whole lot lighter. It's a whole lot faster, first of all. Oh yeah, okay, much better. Much, 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 much better. Wow, it gets damaged so easily, though. So easily. Let's see if it can climb that hill. It's kind of a hill climb challenge I like to put all these different trucks through, Some of them make it, some of them don't. So, let's see how this thing actually does. Yeah, we're gonna have to back it up, because there's no way. What are you stuck on? Oh. Ended up putting it in low when I thought I put it in reverse. Nice. Ooh. Oh god, it's bad at climbing hills. Oh, it's terrible at that. Wow, this thing just gets stuck immediately. That's the best winch point I can think of. Alright, come on. Oh, man, that winch is really struggling to pull it, to be honest. You can tell that that winch is struggling. It's having a really, really tough time. Yep, it's going. If I disconnect that, though, which I did... Oh, you know what? I was going to use the strategy of letting it roll down the hill back onto its wheels, but you know what? It's so massive that it's not even going to roll anywhere. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But, if you guys enjoyed this episode, and you want to try this thing out for yourselves, I personally wouldn't recommend it for any kind of objective-based gameplay, but nonetheless, if you do want to try it out yourself, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.